Hello, ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes. I'm Matt Burns.
And I am his nemesis, James Irvine.
I could not have said that any better. And you're listening to The Burning Truth.
The truth that burns.
Yes, but anyway, we are as usual, this is the wrestling broadcast where we also have some general topics and regular discussions. And let's just say we've got a full-packed episode once again, but at the same time, well, we have got a full-packed episode, but we haven't at the same time. But more on that after we've done our usual, beginnings.
So, would this be time for my afternoon watershed?
Yes,
or evening watershed?
Yes, please.
So, without further ado, I bring to you Midnight Q. The following broadcast may contain language, opinions, and topics that may not be suitable for younger listeners or for those that are easily offended. However, I do believe that the Lego Batman movie is much easier on the eyes and ears.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Definitely would agree with that. I just, but could do with them falling apart a little bit less, maybe.
It's Lego. What else do you expect?
I know what you mean. I'm just ribbing you. I just thought I'd just catch you off guard with that one.
Well, it's better than you rimming me like last time.
What?
Oh, sorry.
What are you on about?
I meant ribbing. Or did I?
No. It was a rib. Nothing more. That's what I'm saying.
It was a rim job.
Anyway.
Hey, that's it. You were in Red Dwarf. You are now Rimmy. Yeah, that's the noise that he made too.
Smack me a kip. I'll be back for breakfast.
Okay, Smagad.
Anyway, moving on. The Burning Truth, of course, has always been in full support of Black Lives Matter.
We are also massive advocates for the hashtag Speaking Out Movemento.
That we are, and we've always got airtime and and everything in regards to if anybody wants to voice their opinions on them subject matters, as long
as they are not libelous.
Correct.
Or slander.
Correct. In other words, don't get us in trouble. We don't want to be sued.
All of yourselves in trouble, to be fair.
As well. Because we care. And on top of that, if you have got something that does need to be reported, airing it on a broadcast or out to public isn't probably the most suited choice. What might be a more suitable choice is reporting it to your local authorities so that can be forthrightly dealt with in a legal, professional manner.
Yes, because these rats need ratting out. Not holding to ransom, they need ratting out.
The only rat I don't need to disrespect would be Master Splinter. He's the exception.
Why do you always have to bring the Ninja Turtles into this? When we have private conversations, you keep talking about having a turtle head. Any motorbikes this week? Oh, sorry, farts.
Funny. What makes it worse is the fact that I have no idea when that motorbike is about to come past. I know it's in the area. It lives in the area. I just don't know when it's going to be going for a ride along.
Not being funny, but it kind of did go for a ride along. It left a big skid mark in your pants.
And for the amount of jokes I actually had thrown at me for the entire week, being nothing but the butt of a joke.
Well, what can I say? Wobbly bottom.
Right. Shall we continue?
Dave, you're the one who shit yourself. Oh, you meant with the show. Okay.
Of course I meant with the show. What else did you think I meant?
I don't know. Constantly wiping your arse after having a sloppy poo.
And here we go. Here come the butt of the jokes again.
The butt jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's not my fault. You're quite anal about this sort of stuff.
Just get out your system. Go on.
Well, you got it out your system before me.
Get out your system.
Mr. Whiffy Bottom.
Come on.
Mr. Zippily Pants.
Any more?
Yes. Do you call your poo a canoe? Because it floats down the river. Up shit creek without a paddle.
Right.
Okay, I think I'm for now.
With that being said, moving on. We recommend you all to check out the Burning Truth website. Most importantly, the blog section, not the log section.
Whoa! I wasn't going to say anything.
I just knew that was going to just slip out.
Bit like your log.
I walked into that one, didn't I?
Yep. You walked into that one with your pants down and your knickers around your ankles.
Anyway, we always recommend to check out the weekly blog, which this week...
That would be me. Ow. 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 Ow.
Yeah.
If you're wondering what ow is referring to, then, yeah, read it.
I thought you undersold it on the title, though.
I think I did, actually, yeah. I probably could have done a little bit better, but my creative side wasn't really working very well at that moment in time.
And probably you probably use the language that you wanted to actually put on the title for social media.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think ow, 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 and ow, 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 ow was probably a good title because if you know me, which quite a lot of you do, then you know for the fact that it would have been blue. Aberdee, Aberdee.
So listen.
Here's the story.
Yeah. Anyway, the point being is, let's just say I read it and it made me a little bit
teary-eyed.
I think I would have preferred to have had my own nostril hairs pulled out.
That could be arranged. I'd be walking like John Wayne for a bit, though, I will admit.
Damn right you would be.
Every time I went outside the house, it was like, wow, 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 wow.
I couldn't even look at the pushback normal again for an entire week.
Neither could I.
Even though it's only been even though you only released it yesterday.
Oh yes.
It feels like a week's gone by already. I can't even look at the bike.
Oh.
It's going to take me about a week to recover.
I can't look at bananas anymore.
Oh.
I can't. I really, really can't. Because they're yellow, long and hard.
Anyway.
Too many hints have been dropped here. Just read it, for God's sake.
What?
Too many hints I'm dropping here. Just read it.
Basically, read it. If you'll the best way of saying it is, here comes the pain.
Ha! Smackdown.
Yep.
It was kind of wasn't it real?
What?
It was a smack down moment.
Yeah, pretty much. But all I'll just say is, check it out, and all I'll say to you is, please send some sympathy to my colleague, Mr. Irvine, for experiencing that pivotal moment. And as much as he might, he throws crass my way, throws little jokes, and makes me the butt of the joke, at times. Even I felt sorry for him.
I felt sorry for me too, but I laugh about it now.
At least you can now. At least you can. But anyway,
Oh, yeah.
moving on. We have also, of course, got TBT interviews.
Yes, we've given another interview.
We've done another interview, which we'll most likely either try to get revealed as soon as possible. It's currently in the process of being made as we speak, but hopefully should be out ready for what day?
Why Wednesdays?
Of course. Why Wednesdays?
Why?
Why not? And to top it off, just in case, if you think, you want to check out some of the interviews, we've got a back catalogue of them. We've got a few. And bear this in mind, we also had the absolute stellar interview that was released last Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that was really good. Really good. How could we possibly top it?
Yeah, 2 hours. And believe me when I say this, I know some of you might be saying, it's 2 hours just listening and talking. Trust me, we highly recommend it. We touch on some very interesting topics.
And the fact that it's not just anybody talking, it's me. How could you not want to listen?
I thought you were going to aim at the guest.
Well, yeah, he was all right as well.
Really? You're going to go down?
No, he was a lovely, lovely lad. He is a lovely lad, Mr. Benjamin Holland, of course.
He is. Also known as the Sweet Prince, Benjamin Holland.
Sweet little prince.
Okay.
These popsicles.
We haven't got any pops. Nope. Nope.
You only just clicked in.
Just nope. Not going down that road. Nope. Anyway, all I'll just say is, absolute stellar interview. Recommend it. And the best thing about it is, at times when we're doing some interviews, you can sort of wonder, is it dragging on or anything? With these interviews with us, it just feels like we could just talk and just generally have a good nattering chat, and it always feels refreshing. And it feels like even after when we've done and we've finished and we come away from it, it's like, we've probably still got more stories to tell.
Yeah, but we don't want to give everything away straight away, though, do we?
Exactly.
Because there's times where we actually want to be sitting in front of these characters and having a giggle and a chiggle with them.
That we do. And, hopefully when, all things permitted, we're able to do that in a few months, 2 or 3 months' time?
Yeah, well, all I can say is that the next interview is going to be chaos. Absolute chaos. Very chaotic. Very, very chaotic.
I see what you did there.
I love where this is going.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on, shall we?
Oh, yes. Let's move on to the interesting wrestling content.
However, before we actually get straight down into
the nitty-gritty,
we have got to send some our thoughts and general send thoughts, prayers, keep them in mind,
positive vibes.
Yeah. Genuinely for Road Dogg Jessie James.
Yeah, unfortunately for Road Dogg Jessie James, it was put out there by his partner, I believe.
Yep.
That he suffered a heart attack.
Yes, and is currently hospitalised and is currently getting checked out. What they're hoping why he's getting checked out is it's nothing, it's something fixable.
I thought you were just going to go around the lines of it's nothing too serious. I was like, how much more serious could you want it to get for it to be serious?
No, it's fixable, is what we're saying. Because a heart attack is serious.
Well, no shit.
Yeah. But genuinely, he's been, bear this in mind, Road Dogg has been someone who has been vastly entertaining, has worked for a magnitude of different companies, and has provided so much entertainment.
Well, you didn't know.
Your ass better call somebody.
50-50, phone a friend.
See what you did there. But anyway, genuinely, from the burning truth, we're sending all good vibes, good all will. Hopefully, that Road Dogg Jessie James has a
Speedy recovery.
Yeah, a speedy recovery. So, with that, shall we get down to business?
Oh, yes.
Which is
the
wrestling.
Dirty deed. The dirty deed.
And how do I say this? I've got to bring up something recently with, because this episode, I will say, when we said we got a lot to talk about, we generally not usually do, but for this episode, we also don't at the same time because of hashtag winging it.
Hashtag winging it. Gonna wing it on a hashtag.
Pretty much. And, we're off the script. We're just going to be, or as the term, off the cuff.
Yeah, talking bollocks.
Pretty much. However, at the same time, we've got to talk some current news with WWE, some current news possibly on anywhere of interest. Anything come to your mind?
Yeah.
Talk about?
I know what you're itching to talk about.
What?
Selena Vega. Just get it over and done with. Get it out your system.
I actually wasn't going to start with that.
No, just get it out the way.
I'll get it out the way straight away. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, Selena Vega, who was basically released due to over the whole issue with the third party thing, issues with WWE, has now officially signed. Supposedly, rumor has it, has officially signed a contract. However, said contract is not AEW.
No, it begins with an A, though.
Does it?
Well, I hope it does.
It might not. We don't know yet. But the point being is, the interesting thing is, somebody else was also recently released from WWE. But this is somebody who was wanting their release.
Yep.
Andrade.
And them two work very well.
And they do. And there's also rumours of Andrade going to
Mexico.
Mexico, working possibly for CMLL under his previous gimmick before his WWE days. And there's the rumour of, could it be that Selena Vega is going to be following suit?
I would imagine so. They work all together.
Oh dear. I have a feeling we may have an interruption in the next few minutes.
Why? Are you going to let rip?
I just heard signs of a bike. Anyway, nope.
Sweet nectar to my ears.
No, silence. Anyway, let's continue on. So, there is that. The other interesting thing is the whole situation with what's been going on Raw recently. Now, there was the supposed speculation that Asuka already had I believe, a number one, someone in mind for her title weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. And the talk of the town was it was to be Charlotte Flair.
Well, that's certainly out of the fucking question. Hooray!
Yes, I will say I'm happy that she's not in the title, the title match this year. However, the reason behind it, oh boy.
What?
Do you know why she's not? Doing it?
Is she unwell or something? I don't know. I can't remember. I did read something. I can't remember.
Coronavirus.
Oh, she's got the La Corona.
She's got the coronavirus. Genuinely, from the benefit once again, we hope for a speedy recovery, and we know that she, hopefully she will make a speedy recovery and be back in the WWE as soon as potentially as she can.
Can I ask you, is it a serious case of corona? Because I want to make this perfectly clear now. Everybody reacts differently to the coronavirus.
Yeah.
You've had your severe cases, which obviously can lead to death.
Yeah.
Yeah. In intensive care, you can, you can die.
Yeah.
It's a scary thought. Then you've got the flu-like symptoms, and then you've got the asymptomatics.
Yeah.
So all I can say is that if she's asymptomatic, self-isolate, keep yourself safe.
That's pretty much from what we've gathered from it.
If you are showing signs and you've got flu-like symptoms, again, take care, self-isolate, rest easy. Don't rush back into wrestling because
take your time.
It affects your lungs.
Yeah.
If it is the case that she ends up serious, then my heart goes out to her because I've seen what this virus can do, and it's not very nice. As much as we poke fun and we say, oh, thank God she's not in the title picture and blah, 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 because she's Charlotte Flair and she ruins it for everybody else.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish it upon anybody.
No. And as much as you can also sit there and say, if WWE are having to rely on it, then at the same time, WWE also need to be also looking into other ventures. But luckily enough, a certain situation ended up landing on their laps.
Yeah, it did. And I'm so happy. Because no matter who wins now out of this matchup, I'm happy.
Pretty much.
And the replacement happens to be none other than Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. Which broke the internet.
She could break my internet.
No.
Oh, sorry, the internet.
It broke the internet for more than one reason. And you're going to laugh about it. Some people are jumping for joy, like ourselves. Worthy of it, and regardless of the outcome, it's going to be amazing. There is the other few who are saying, really? What was the point in the final two of the Royal Rumble? Really?
Well, I'm not being funny like that, but the big difference is that there was rumours that Rhea Ripley was going from NXT to Raw anyway. Yes, okay.
Which there was vignettes coming in.
And then you've got the whole debacle with feet.
Yeah, that's
the feet touching the floor scenario. Everybody highlighting it, which is clear that only one foot touched the floor. I don't care what anybody says. I watched it over and over again because I thought, did both feet touch the floor? No, they didn't.
Somebody actually supposedly caught an image of it where it does, but nothing personal or anything. But didn't we have this storyline in 2000?
It doesn't matter. Bianca Belair was going to win anyway, so it doesn't really fucking matter. We've had these controversies before. I mean, for fuck's sake, shall we go back in time and change the Stone Cold Steve Austin elimination?
Or The Rock and The Rock and Big Show?
Exactly. So no. Shut up. Wind your necks in. Doesn't matter anymore. Much. It's fodder.
And in a way, if you think about it, wouldn't this actually rectify your issue with it?
Well, yeah, exactly. Because everybody had an issue because they wanted Rhea Ripley to win and they didn't think Bianca Belair really is ready yet. So
it's a win-win.
It's a win-win. You've got Bianca Belair potentially winning the SmackDown title, and then you've got
Raw.
Raw,
Oh, no,
sorry.
but, no, Bianca Belair, SmackDown, Rhea Ripley, Raw.
Just
My
fucking
mistake.
said that, you absolute penis.
I thought you said Rhea Ripley for some unknown reason. Don't know why.
No. Must be your motorbike horse thinking out loud again.
Mm-hmm. Please continue.
So, yes, without Matt Burns' big head trying to interrupt me and trying to correct something that was already correct, again, I will say that Bianca Belair is going for potential SmackDown Women's Championship, and Rhea Ripley is possibly going to be winning the Raw Championship, Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Even though she probably is good enough to win the men's at the minute. Because that thing gets fucking passed around like no fucker's business, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a bong at a fucking, what do they call them in America? Frat party.
If not a bong, it's either I believe the keg of beer.
Or the keg of beer. Yeah.
Chug.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's just...
Although,
it's a win-win.
Let me just point this out quickly. Although the Burning Truth does not heavily condone heavy over drinking either.
And there he goes again. Look, just drink responsibly for fuck's sake. And if you do drugs, please stop.
Yeah, please continue.
So, you've got a win-win situation here. You've got Rhea Ripley and you've got Bianca Belair, both in each respective title on each brand. Mm-hmm. So, what's the problem? Instead of having one great match now, you've got two.
Yeah.
So, I don't see the problem.
And then we've also got people sitting there saying, well, we've had all these other women saying, I want a match.
Well, step up to...
Wait. Doesn't get anything. Rhea Ripley turns up. Me, you, WrestleMania. Done.
Yeah, exactly, but she's more deserving than any of the others.
And someone
she's deserved this move up to the main brand since they decided to shaft her over by giving the fucking NXT title to Charlotte Flair.
It was rumoured she was meant to be in it a lot sooner. But plans changed. But anyway, for anybody who turns around and says, but she hasn't done anything or anything.
Fuck off. Wait. She fucking brought the women's division back into a respectful light again.
All I'm just going to point out is this. One, is any of them other, any of the other women in that division who have been trying to claim, they want to go over Rhea Ripley, going to approach her directly and say, get back of the line? Or better yet, would you, whoever's disagreeing, would you be willing to walk up to Rhea Ripley and say, I think you need to go back to the line?
I would.
But then you just won't be destroyed, don't you?
Oh, right.
By somebody taller than you.
Oh, hang on a minute. Isn't Rhea Ripley 6 foot?
I think so.
Well, she's not taller than me then, is she? And there's a certain listener that might disagree with that, but she can shut up.
No, she's stronger than you.
Sorry, what?
At least. She's stronger than you, at least.
Yeah, that'll do me.
Just accept it. Anyway, moving on. Now, I put out a post, I believe, I'm just trying to think, I think it was on Thursday, in regards to The Fiend.
Oh, you mean Mr. Crispy?
Yes. And a lot of you are saying, this needs to end, this needs to go away, and everything. Some of you were in support of the whole Lucas and the facial, just not the whole bodysuit.
I'm going to disagree with everybody's opinion on The Fiend because I actually like it.
However, there's a possibility of an M. Night Shyamalan twist being involved. Because there's actually speculation that it could very well be not Bray Wyatt under the mask.
That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
I know what you're saying. Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
However...
That doesn't make sense.
However...
Doesn't make sense.
Do you know who the people are saying it could be?
Oh, why do I get a fucking pit in the feeling of my stomach?
No, who do you think?
I don't know. My fucking nan.
But the weird thing about it is, it's not exactly a bad choice, because at the same time, it could also bring up certain ideas. But the weird thing about it is, there's been speculation that it could actually be someone who hasn't been on WWE television for a very, very long time.
Oh, just spit it out for fuck's sake. And
Bo
please
Dallas.
don't say Aleister Black.
Bo Dallas.
Now, why would Bo Dallas be under the fucking map? Tell me, in what part of this world does that make any sense?
A lot of people brought it up in the comments. They were saying, "Hey, it's Bo Dallas. He looks a bit more slimmer."
Or Bray Wyatt could have lost some weight.
Could have lost some weight and probably got jacked.
Oh, for God's sake. Why would you think it's Bo Dallas?
I'm not saying this.
No. I want to know. I want to try and fathom out how it is possible that it could be Bo Dallas. Because, A, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit the narrative. It's the Fiend versus Randy Orton. That's the narrative.
Yeah.
So where does Bo Dallas fit into this? Was he inside the house when he burnt it down, when Randy burnt it down? I doubt it.
No, I don't even think... Wrong gimmick that one is. Wrong gimmick.
So, exactly. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Personally, I'm in full agreement with my colleague here.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. It's got to be Bray Wyatt. If it comes out, it isn't, and it is Bo Dallas, all I will say is, Bo Dallas should be going for an award for pulling off the perfect Bray Wyatt impersonation. Would you agree with that?
Maybe. But it's not.
It's a big F.
It's not. It's Bray Wyatt, for fuck's sake. It's Bray Wyatt. It's Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt. And if it does come out that it's Bo Dallas, it's not Bo Dallas. It's Bray Wyatt with Bo Dallas's face stitched to his own. It's Bray Wyatt.
I like how you're getting all meta here.
It's Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. It's Bray. It's got to be.
It's not half a Bray. It's the full Bray. It's Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. However, there is speculation that there's some heat on a wrestler during that feud.
Oh, for God's sake. If you're talking about fucking Alexa Bliss sitting on Randy Orton the way that she did, for fuck's sake, all I'm going to say to his poor wife is it's wrestling, it's entertainment, get over it, stop crying, go back to bed.
Where do you think the heat was aimed at?
Her minge?
No. No. The real funny thing about it is, the heat's not aimed at her.
What, it's aimed at Randy for letting it happen?
Potentially.
Oh, for fuck's sake, he's a full-blooded male, for fuck's sake. He's not going to turn around and say, "Oh no, don't sit on me like that."
I don't know, but the rumour has it that there is speculation. It could have been his idea, it could have been his suggestion, trying to put over a gimmick. And my argument is, if it was Randy Orton's suggestion, then fair play to him. He's doing his damn best to put somebody over. Get over yourselves. And really sorry for the really, really, really... the people with the dirty minds. I apologise.
Why do you apologise? It gives us more entertainment.
Anyway, the point being
That's me self-admitting that I'm a pervert there.
The point being is the fact that...
Little boy.
The fact is, if you're going to give him heat if he's doing something, something really bad where, he's not helping he's not helping co-workers. He's being disruptive. He's going against everything and everything. But, okay, might not be exactly PG. But...
Hey, Randy, can you do me a favour? Can you get me over? Oh, yes, baby. I can get you over. I can get you over face.
But the one thing, and this is where I will give a bit of a shout out to Randy Orton, especially on a certain podcast he did, which is on the WWE Network.
No, that'd be like Stone Cold's.
Yeah.
But seriously, answer me this question. If you're Randy Orton, it's your job to put the talent over. If they come up with an idea and you think to yourself, yeah, that might work actually, and you go and do it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, Randy Orton's a pervert. I'm not being funny, but the clue is in his name. Randy Orton. Randy? Randy? Randy?
Randall.
Randy?
So you're
really?
blaming his dad for this?
Well, too right. How could you not? How could you not? I blame your father.
What was that?
I blame your father. Sherman. No?
Oh, that's fine. I was just wondering what you were doing then.
No, you thought I was doing Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not doing it again because I told you.
No. I didn't get the accent straight away. My brain didn't register.
Oh, by the way, did you know I have another voice?
Uh-oh.
So I want you to tell me who this is. Hey there, pretty mama.
That would be Johnny Bravo.
That would be Johnny Bravo. Man, I'm pretty.
Sassy.
Sassy.
Yeah.
Don't a monkey with me.
Anyway.
Pretty mama. Oh, baby.
All I'll just say is, Orton, compared to how he used to be during his earlier years.
Dickhead years.
And do you know what the scary thing about it is? He'll say that himself.
I'm not being funny, but he can still be a bit of a dick from what I understand. Even Simon Miller said that he's a bit of a dick. But Simon Miller was fanboying out that much that he decided, I can forgive him for that.
You can probably forgive him because depending on how much he's being bothered as well.
Yeah.
Because the spotlight. Because anyone under the spotlight and under the amounts of pressure can turn into, sort of become a bit of a dick.
Yeah. You just have to excuse me for being quiet a moment. I was just turning to my slave and just saying, I wish for a cup of tea. I wish to wet my whistle.
So translation, you were sort of just saying, you were expecting, yes, master.
Maybe a fucking brew.
So you were expecting a, yes, master.
Well, I don't think my eldest daughter talks like that, but yeah, okay.
No, I was trying to link it with the accent that you were doing.
Oh, you mean this one? Make me a blow, or I will eat your soul.
That's rather disturbing. Why is it that you sound like a necromorph?
Creepy motherfucker.
Right. Anyway. Let's
So yeah,
continue.
the heat was on Randy Orton, and everybody needs to grow up. Stop talking bollocks. Alexa Bliss would have done it if she wasn't comfortable with it, and Randy Orton would have done it if he wasn't comfortable with it. I'm not being funny, but we need to get out of this PG era that it's just really doing my head in.
However, there is one person I've got to give props for, and possibly
fucking prop.
No. There is one person who I will say
full mast
that caused a funny moment on Twitter. That would have been Randy Orton's wife.
Yeah, she had a bit of a meltdown, didn't she?
Pretty, but then again, if it's legit.
I knew it's legit. That's why I was saying at the beginning of Randy Orton's wife having a bit of a meltdown.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know if it's legit or not myself. If it's legit, calm down. He's in the wrestling business, entertainment, nothing more. He's coming back to you.
But if it's a work, then we could be seeing an intergender tag team match at WrestleMania.
Cue the Philip J. Fry.
Yeah, take my fucking money.
That would be absolute gold.
Not like the gold of where we are going to put Lita and Edge in a bed in the middle of the ring and start playing Careless Whisper.
Oh.
That actually really worked in quite well with the narrative on that one. I will have to admit, I'm impressed with myself.
Yeah.
Careless Whisper is not about being faithful. Oh God, I crap myself up with that one. Then
I'm just waiting until the day you start doing Rasputin. The voices.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
I'll try.
Anyway, that's in the future. But that topic done, buried, out the way. Hopefully, we'll get a big entertaining match at WrestleMania. Hopefully.
Yeah. Yep.
Is there any other topics you want to cover?
I covered a topic earlier.
Go on.
But then melted, and I just decided I couldn't eat it anymore.
I see what you did there.
You didn't see what I did there. You know what I did there. Oh, my butler has turned up.
Right,
Come on, slave. Turn up with my cup of tea. Thank you very much.
Anyway.
Put it close to me. Put it closer. Closer.
And for all the years that people thought, from the implication that people thought I was the rich one.
I'm not rich. Just because I have children to make me a cup of tea doesn't mean...
I wasn't saying you were that. I wasn't saying you were richer than when loaded with money. I could have been implying that you were rich from bottom with your wifeants.
Oh, yeah.
You forgot about that, didn't you? There we go. That sounds more right. Anyway, back to it. Have you got any topics you want to cover additionally?
Oh, we did the Justice League last week, didn't we?
Was epic. But I've got a topic to cover. One more. And it's to do with the WWE Network.
Oh, fucking hell. Why is it we mention one thing on the WWE and you start going off on a tangent and you're just like, oh, I know. I want more WWE. I want more.
No. This is where I actually feel sorry for WWE right now.
I need to bite your doors.
I'm actually going to defend WWE right now.
Stop it. Stop it. You're bringing out the other side of me.
No. This is not... We're not doing anything bad here.
You're doing it again. You sound like the no cat.
No. Anyway, there you go. Just get out of your system. Point being is the fact that WWE in America is... They actually have got a WWE network, but it's not actually the WWE network in America. It's on
Not like
Peacock.
it is here. Not like it is here.
And many other countries. It's on the Peanut Peacock network.
Peanut? It's on a peanut. Everybody, it's on the Peanut Network.
It's on the Peacock network.
You sure you don't want to double check that? Do you want to go on Google and Google?
It's Peacock. Trust me, I know.
No.
Anyway, point being is the Peanut
He did it again. The Peanut.
Peacock network.
The Peanut.
Stop saying I'll slip again.
Peanut.
The Peacock network is the network that's actually got the WWE network in America. Now, they've bought it for a big, massive lump sum.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm still laughing.
That'll be a highlight for the Blue Reel.
Cocky now. Oh, my cheeks are hurting. You son of a bitch.
And what makes it worse is the fact is, we're live.
I love this winging it business.
Blunders can happen from anywhere. But anyway, as I was
From
saying,
you or your bottom.
As I was saying, the Peacock network has got
the Peacock.
The Peacock network has got
Peacock.
Right. Anyway, all I'll say to you is, in America, a lot of fans at the moment in America are not exactly thrilled at the moment, are they?
I wouldn't be with a network called Peanut.
Peacock network. Do you know why they're not happy?
Because you. Oh, it's spilling me brew. No.
Anyway. Do you know the reason why they're unhappy?
Okay, yes. I do know why they're unhappy. I'm trying to keep it serious now because I'm spilling my brew. And that is not a good thing.
No. Right. We take that very serious.
Yes.
Right.
Serious faces now.
Do you want to share it, or would you like me to explain?
Yeah, now I've finished out on my my gigglish behaviour.
Because of my kerfuffle?
Basically, the Peanut...
Peacock.
The Peanut Network...
Peacock.
...is starting to become politically correct.
Yes.
And they're starting to censor... Now, I'm not mentioning politics. I'm just stating a fact.
Yeah.
Because it's exactly what's happening. They are censoring things on the network that they deem to be offensive.
Yes.
Damn you, Peanut.
Peacock.
Oh, you said it right this time. What's up with you?
Anyway. Point being is, some of it, for modern times, yes, but at the same time, that's still a part of the history.
I was just about to say, no, not even for the times. I'm sorry, but no. No.
That's why I was saying to you. Now, it might be offensive now, but bear this in mind, at the time, a lot of it wasn't offensive back then.
No, it wasn't. It was light-hearted fun.
And I'm pretty sure that, certain situations was basically covered and probably even spoken to all participants involved.
Yeah, well, I'm not being funny, like, but we've covered a couple that are, were actually quite sexist, and even for the time, it doesn't matter. It was sexist. Let's just put it out there. It was sexist. There was nothing right about it. The Edge and Lita thing in the ring, poet and I didn't know it. And then you've got The Birth of a Hand by Mae Young and Mark Henry.
You've also got a lot of Roddy Piper skits as well.
Well, yeah, I was just about to say Roddy Piper. You've even got Booker T slipping up on WCW. Was it Nitro, I believe?
I think so.
So, you've got a lot of content there. But before Matt Fittins carries on with his tangent...
No, it's not a tangent.
It is a tangent. It's on the WWE. It's bound to be a tangent. There's never anything good that comes from the WWE.
I was just about to say there is one thing that's probably not going to be on there, and if it is, why? The whole Katie Vick situation. If that's erased, I'm pretty sure fans will be fine with that. If anyone remembers that.
I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to refresh my memory.
I'll do it off the air because I'll be honest with you. Even I'll say it's too blue for this broadcast.
Oh, I tell you what, it'd probably only just take one thing to jog my memory, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah," but obviously, right now,
Triple H dressing up as a mask at a church.
Oh, yeah, no, say no more, la 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 la.
There we go.
La, yes, Triple H doing that. No,
you can erase that. That's fine.
No. But one thing I will say, I bet it must have been really weird to have two stiffs and a coffin at the same time.
Oh.
And I think I've just lost all my fault. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I have a strange sense of humour, but not as strange as Vince McMahon's creative team.
Yes, and I also wonder if the infamous feud that he had will be involved in it. In the cuts.
Yeah, well, I get where you're coming from, but again, I would look at it in the sense that it's part of the history. I wouldn't want to cut out anything, and I mean anything, because the only way you're going to know the difference between right and wrong is if you can see that and just go, wow, that's powerfully wrong. And then if you think something's right about that, then obviously there's something fucking wrong with you. So it should be removed.
Yeah, and on top of that, if you do think it's wrong, instead of saying get it off the air for everyone to not see it, how about to have the discussion instead?
Yeah.
Have the general discussion instead.
I do wonder what Triple H's thoughts on that actual skit was, because surely even he must have thought at the time, this is very wrong. I can't think of a single wrestler that would be going into that skit and just going, it's so wrong, but yet it feels so right.
And what makes it worse is, and I can't believe I'm actually going to be saying this, I think this is even a feud. I think even that segment would even be too much for VFR.
Yeah, I was just about to say, even Vince Russo looked like a genius compared to fucking them situations.
Oh boy.
Oh yes. Oh, yeah, we've covered that one now anyway, so...
Yes.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Before I potentially look at somebody else.
Yes, all I will say is Have you got a epic wrestling moment you want to
I
discuss?
am. I was thinking about this the other day, and I just kept thinking of entrances. You know,
Okay.
like WrestleMania entrances and special entrances where the bands were playing live.
Okay.
And the only one that springs to my mind, funnily enough, is Triple H and Motorhead.
Which one?
Because, well, the very first one, Mr. Burns.
Right.
It was different. It was awesome. And yeah, that was when I started to actually like Triple H.
Okay.
Because I thought to myself, damn, rock music is good for fucking wrestling.
Yeah.
But that's I can't think of, like, you know, I mean, yeah, you got your wrestling fails, like, you know, I
Wrong lyrics
mentioned,
being sang?
well, yeah, that too as well. Or the infamous female wrestler that liked to sing her way to the ring.
No.
Yeah, and funnily
Don't go
enough,
there.
she made the appearance this year.
Don't go there.
Oh, I just did, sister.
No.
Terrible, terrible. It would actually help if she could sing.
Where's the auto-tune?
Auto-tune? Fucking hell, I didn't realise they were called miracles.
Oh, someone cut the mic.
More like cut a fucking head off. Or a tongue out of her head.
Although, that's not her worst gimmick.
Yeah, I know about the worst gimmicks. But I think, because I've just had the epic wrestling moment, I think you should do now the epic fail. So I think that could be a good one for a fail.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Now, the epic fail comes to the same person in question. Now, the problem is the gimmick that she had before the really bad singing. Do you remember what her gimmick was?
Hmm.
Do you remember it?
No.
No. Did you not watch it at that time? Were you not around for it?
No. And I'm so glad I wasn't.
Yes. All I'll say to you is, if you were eating while watching wrestling, you may get put off. Because somebody in their infinite wisdom thought it would be a really, really funny idea to have the person who, you know, she does the singing gimmick before, she was a consultant for JBL.
Yeah, I never watched. See, this is another thing. I never watched JBL because.
Oh, he's brilliant. He is brilliant.
I know he is, but I just couldn't see past the acolytes. Sorry, but I just couldn't.
No, that's fine. That's fine. He was brilliant. But anyway, let's continue. And somebody in their infinite wisdom, instead of just saying, "Oh, just let her be a financial consultant," no, instead someone just says, "Send her to makeup and stick a massive puss on her face."
A what?
Puss. Puss.
Not pussy,
No.
as in puss, as in stuff that comes out of a boil.
A massive one, a massive boil, a massive
Zit.
deformed irregularity.
Oh, God. I don't like where this is going.
It didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense. And to make it even worse.
What were they thinking?
Oh no. Do you know what made it worse?
They squeezed it on the opponent.
How did they cure it of this?
They had a match over it.
I apologise if you are eating. I am giving a disclaimer right now.
Gross.
You have been warned. JBL had a match against the Boogeyman.
Oh, God, I can see where this is going.
Go on. Where do you think it's going?
Oh, well, we all know how the Boogeyman, how gross he was.
Yes.
Did he get to suck it out?
He bit it off her face.
I was very close, and that is disgusting.
And ate it.
Oh. Grim.
Yeah. But she somehow had no mark on her face after.
Well, that's because it's stuck on with glue.
Yeah. And what made it worse is the fact that the prosthetic, you could tell it was going to be coming off for the fact that before it was like, yeah, that looks like solid as a rock. During this match and everything, it looked like it was just barely hanging on. So it was grim anyway.
Nice.
And then we went from... You can imagine, a lot of people said they're saying, you've got a boil, you've got a zit. Go to doctors. No, WWE just says, no, just have the Boogeyman chew it off your face.
I'm so glad his gimmick didn't last very long, you know.
Even though he does keep him back in.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. To make it more funny, you do realise the person who does that gimmick, he originally applied for Tough Enough?
Yeah. I'd heard stories.
And he failed?
I wonder why.
Why do you think he failed?
Because he liked chewing boils off people's faces?
Nope.
Because he couldn't wrestle?
Nope.
Because he couldn't...
When you hear this might break your brain. Al Snow threw him off the show because of his form application.
Yeah.
He lied about his age.
You can tell by my silence that...
Yeah. He made out he was younger than what he actually was.
Oh, right. Okay.
And what brought it to their attention was when he asked him for his age on the show, and he had to give him the actual age.
Oh dear.
And you just see Al Snow just go, hang on. He's got the form in front of him. Why is it says on your form your age is this? There's the door, see you later, out.
So how old did it say that he was?
I can't remember, but all I'll say is I think he was saying he was in his mid-30s.
Am I the only one that thinks that Tough Enough was the biggest pointless waste of time ever?
Why is that?
I don't know, it didn't live up to the hype or expectations that it was going to be breeding the next, era of superstars.
You know what I find even more messed up?
That I'm right.
That most of the people who didn't win it actually did far better.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Don't you
And-
think it's just a massive waste of time?
And there was only actually one winner who went on to be a success. That's just broke your brain, hasn't it?
I'm just trying to think now who you mean.
And you'll find it interesting.
I must be the only wrestling fan that's never watched Tough Enough.
No, there's a few who haven't. There's a few. But anyway, would you like to know who it is?
Yes, please stop stalling. Stop being cryptic. Well, they can't really say he's been successful, can we?
Intercontinental champion, multiple tag team champion, is worldwide, internationally known throughout, through multiple other companies.
Was he a WWE champion? Was he heavyweight champion?
Not yet. Yes, he was in Impact Wrestling.
So he wasn't WWE champion, which is actually the pinnacle of wrestling titles.
Depending on, well, everyone's thoughts on that vary, but to us, potentially we say it's the main one.
Well, it was before they introduced the heavyweight title.
Yeah. Anyway, point being is, regardless of it, he's the only one who's actually still technically going around, that's still going on, out the winners.
The only time I remember something mental from Tough Enough is watching Triple H show him how to bump.
Oh, the first one.
The very first one. I was like, what the fuck? How did he get up so quick?
Who? Triple H.
Triple H. So what the fuck, man? You're making me look like a proper limp dick person.
It's because he's the game.
I thought you were just about to say something else then. I was about to say, what's that got to do with this?
He's the game. He's Triple H.
Yeah, but he's never got up that quick before in the fucking ring. In fact, it takes him longer to go down than it does for him to get up. It does, it's true. Ask Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair.
That's gold. That's gold.
What?
That was just gold. But anyway, no, it's a good point. However, there probably would have been one other who probably wanted the same one as Johnny Mundo, but unfortunately, due to other unfortunate circumstances, that didn't end up happening. But we won't touch that subject on the reason why. But
we're on fail anyway, so yeah.
Exactly. The point being is, I can't get it out of my head now. I can't get it out of my head. The fact that all I can see is every time I blink is Triple H doing that back bump and getting up quickly.
Oh dear.
Skitters! It was almost like he suddenly became Raiden out from Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
But I'll never forget. I will never forget it because that speech he gave him pretty much lit up a fire underneath him.
Yeah,
I'm not mistaken.
I think it fucking what should do and all. If you got Triple H standing in front of you having a go at you like that, you'd shit yourself and all.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Definitely. But shall we continue?
Yeah, I'm listening. We were on the fact that a certain singer was a part of a fail because she had a boil on her face.
Yes, which we quickly diverted into It was all related anyway.
Yeah, well, what can I say? That's what winging it's all about.
Pretty much, it was all related. But anyway, the boil went away, and then we got the singing gimmick. What are you doing to us?
Yeah, as if watching somebody chew off a boil wasn't bad enough.
To go from boil on face, it being chewed off to, what you having, shit.
Bloody hell, you sounded like a certain annoying ring announcer then.
Anyway, moving on, shall we?
Personal joke.
That's fine. Non-wrestling topic.
Where do we go with this? Where do we go with this? Oh, that was it. Last week, you wanted to talk about the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah?
And we didn't have time. So maybe it's a good time. And yes, I have watched the second episode, so we're good.
No spoilers, though.
No spoilers.
Because we don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. What are your initial thoughts on it? Genuinely.
I got a lot more of the comedy aspect from this one, from the second episode, like I did from out of Civil War.
Yeah.
Between the Falcon and Bucky Barnes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was actually quite entertaining, and now the fact that we're learning newer things regarding certain characters.
Yeah, certain things are developing, and a lot of people said, and I know a lot of people just now saying, "Well, we didn't, wasn't much of a top fan of number one or anything." Nothing personal. Give them time to get out the gate.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you've got to give it time. I mean, I wasn't willing to give WandaVision any time until I got to like the third episode, and then it just went bang, hit me straight in the face. I was like, wow, that was cool.
That's what I mean. The one thing I will say is, this one seems to have picked up a lot quicker. But WandaVision wasn't, for certain fans, didn't hit it from the gate. Where with myself, it did, because I'm, as you all know, I am a comic book geek nerd. Yes, I am.
Nerd. Nerd.
Worst reference ever.
Would you like to be wide and nerdy?
Right. Or just talk nerdy to me. But anyway. My point being is this. They are fitting a lot of content in such a small time frame. And the scary thing about it is, they're actually giving you massive pieces on the episodes. Even the ones where it doesn't feel like it's moving along, but it's not, quick action, who this, who that. They are telling a story that is absolutely going to evolve when it's in full motion.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I quite like it because even though it's, it starts slow. The first episode starts slow. You actually find out a very, very damning piece of information.
Yeah.
Quite a heartwarming one. And then in the second episode, you have the same thing. In fact, actually, in the second episode, a certain visit to a certain house really shocked me.
Yeah, and I'll also say a certain appointment.
Yeah.
Got me as well.
That was hilarious.
It was until a certain moment, if you understand what I mean by that.
Yeah, the last moment.
Yeah, Oh, yeah.
Look into my eyes.
But
Space Invaders.
compose myself. Right. And no, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to be doing a recreation of that scene ever. Just so you know, for the record.
Oh, my.
No. Anyway.
My darling, I hunger for your touch.
Anyway, moving on,
Hello.
shall we? That's enough. Because bear this in mind, we actually have some. These episodes do actually go out on YouTube. We don't be getting any of them flagged.
You can't be flagged for singing a song.
He sings a tune, he writes a tune.
Sings the theme tune. I'll get the job so long as I write the theme tune, sing the theme tune. Oh, there we go. Another voice I can do there. I didn't know that one.
Hashtag winging it. Well, anyway, there was another show that I watched that I'm not sure my colleague might have watched, which I thought I'd watch it for a bit of nostalgia and give it a try. Although the first episode didn't exactly grab me.
Giggity.
Not in that way. It more likely skidded along the ice.
Oh my God, it's too easy.
That would be the Mighty Ducks TV show. Serious.
Oh, you give me so much material to work with. It's ridiculous.
I know.
You are the gift that keeps on giving.
Anyway, the Mighty Ducks TV series. I don't know exactly what they're currently doing with it at the moment. No spoilers or anything, but something's off about it. If you get what I mean.
It's crap.
It's almost like they've got rid of the whole. I'm trying to not do any spoilers, but there is a major focal point of the entire. I think the major point of it, a major focal point of it is what's putting me off it. Now, a lot of the times when you watch a Mighty Ducks film, what do you expect?
Oh, I don't know, because they never really interested me.
You expect it be about the Mighty Ducks. Would you agree?
I would agree to a degree.
Yeah. So they've done something to flip it on its head, and it's just,
Yeah, I've seen the trailer, mate. You pretty much got the storyline from the trailer, and it just doesn't look good.
It just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Where's my monster?
Where's my fucking monster?
Well, fucking don't you buy that fucking caribou shit.
And it just hurt my brain because, for me, I thought it did a bit of hurt on the actual nostalgia factor. Me actually watching the episode took away from the actual nostalgia of it.
Yeah, sort of like what I'm hoping that the new Mortal Kombat film doesn't do for me.
Oh no, you've now opened that. That looks amazing.
Yeah, I was just about to say that looks so good.
That looks so good.
Especially the depiction of Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Oh hell yeah! Especially as the fact that both actors are very, very well trained martial artists and are known for doing their own stunts.
Yeah, exactly. And it's telling just in the trailer. And the
It
fact
is.
that they are actually going with the proper depiction of Scorpion,
Yes.
not the brainwashed version.
I still think he might be not sort of brainwashed, misled.
Yeah, it'd be misled, but it won't be like the Quan Chi type of thing from
Which is actually the story.
The first Mortal Kombat movie, where it was like, meh. As much as I enjoy that film, and it is a guilty pleasure, even Annihilation's a guilty pleasure for me. Purely because Cyrax.
Fair enough.
I love Cyrax. He's like one of my favourite characters.
What I find interesting in this, though, is the way they've done it. It's very interesting, and I feel as though it's going to be really, really good because each actor is going to be putting in 100%.
And the fact that they haven't really showcased all of the characters that are going to be in it.
I'd agree with that. I'd agree with them. I would agree with it. And the scary thing about it is they've even introduced a unknown character into it as well.
Yeah, that's the... See, now, in the first film and the second film, Liu Kang's the main character, isn't he?
Yes.
I don't get that feeling from this one.
It's... Part of me is wondering if they're going to have to throw in a twist.
Well, it wouldn't make sense to me. It wouldn't be a Mortal Kombat movie if Liu Kang wasn't the actual main character. You know...
No,
but
I think
you get it from the perspective of a side character. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that. And that's what I think they're going to do a little bit. But the mystery is, who is this person? There is one upset about it. And I'm not happy about it. There's one character missing out of it.
Johnny Cage?
That would be it.
Yeah, but we don't know that yet, though. We don't know that yet.
No, it is. He is missing from it.
Yeah, he's missing from the trailer, but he's not missing from the film. So we
there
don't
is
know.
Talk that he is actually missing from the film because there's talk of who could be going for it in the sequel, if there is a sequel.
Yes, we know who that is. And to be fair, I think he'd do a good job because his character is practically Johnny Cage, but Johnny Cage is one of the greatest fighters in the whole Mortal Kombat universe, and his powers are some of the best in the games. So he would have to step up his game quite a lot to fill them shoes.
Fanboying guy, are you?
I don't fanboy over the Miz.
No, I wouldn't say the Miz.
Fanboy over Johnny Cage.
That's what I was aiming at.
Johnny Cage is one of my favourite characters because
it's Johnny Cage.
$5 sunglasses, you asshole.
And the infamous friendship signing a autograph.
Yeah, the Scorpion. Scorpion being defeated, and turns out that his favourite
actor,
martial artist / actor was Johnny Cage. Hilarious.
That was genius. Absolute genius.
But this time, they aren't going with the first movie's idea where it's an animated scorpion coming out of his hand, which, to be fair, is one of my favourite
aspects of it.
Yeah. But they're going with the in-game where it's, the
original.
It's the original spearhead on
Hopping
a rope.
rope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is Still interesting in its own right. Still interesting, but the question is what is going to be revealed? We don't know, but all I think it's going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting, and just from the trailer alone, and even in the trailer, they actually reveal one detail that I didn't expect them to reveal, but what an ingenious way for Jax's upgrade.
Yeah, good idea.
Did not see that coming.
I'm surprised they revealed it so early, to be fair.
I think they didn't actually show it, but you know why. You know,
Yeah.
you don't have to be a genius to see what's happened or what's going to happen.
I wonder if Reptile's going to be in it.
There is speculation he is.
So, exactly, speculation. So we don't know anything.
Speculation. Is there going to be a Goro?
Now, that is one thing that is only hearsay, so I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Is there going to be a Goro? That's the question I was asking.
Apparently there is going to be a Goro, but I don't think it's going to be in the first one. If there is, then yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. And we'll have to wait and see what comes of it. But genuinely, the whole situation, the whole movie, and a lot of people, the one thing a lot of people are scared of is it going to be too CGI? Really? That's what you're more bothered about?
No,
It's
going to
Mortal
be.
freaking Kombat.
How are you supposed to not use CGI in a Mortal Kombat film? For fuck's sake, it's all about gods and, extravagant death scenes and
a guy who is a houseborn, a guy who's a cryomancer,
a guy that
can shoot
is a
fire,
sorcerer.
A guy who's a thunder god.
Yep, and I wonder if Quan Chi is going to be in anywhere.
We don't know. And bear in mind that we've got Kano with an active laser this time.
Yeah, I was just about to say, because we never got that in the first one. I was disappointed.
Yeah.
So,
and the original movie was funny. I just didn't like how they handled that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Too quick.
Yeah, too quick. No. And the actor that played him in the first one was just perfect for him.
He was good. Oh, come on, love. Give us a break.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, dear.
I'll give him props to the original Mortal Kombat, though. They managed to... And this is where I'm going to... If anybody turns around and says, well, it's confusing, it's going to be the same title, we're going to have to name the years and everything. No, we don't. All we have to just say is the one with less CGI or the one with maximum CGI. If that is the case. But we don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see the movie. That's all I'll say.
No, I can't wait for it.
It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. That is one I'm looking forward to. I feel as though they've got the right actors. And the best thing about it is, not all of them, a lot of them... And the weird thing about it is, they're not like top stars that are world-renowned. You'd have to know what movies they've been in or TV shows, if you get what I mean, to know them.
Yeah.
And everything. And I feel as though this is a great way to get some notoriety to these actors who are... Some of them most likely are world known and everything. But at the same time, it's going to be massively entertaining. Highly credit, can't wait. I think the only issue that they've got with it, and I want your thought on this, is the movie director. People are saying. he hasn't got a lot of experience.
No, but normally you can turn shit into gold.
And here's my issue with, and this is not my issue with the director. This is my issue with people having an issue with the director. Is the fact that you're all jumping on him. He might not have the experience, but here's the thing: how the fuck is he going to get it?
Well, that's it.
If the studio thinks he's capable of doing it, then he's got to be capable of doing it. Although I will say some studios do make mistakes.
Yeah,
Warner
Michael
Brothers.
Bay.
Warner
Brothers. Joss Whedon.
Yeah. We won't say any more on that situation.
No.
But
without further ado, I think we should call that a day.
That we do. And we, of course, always recommend you to... we also want to give a quick non-wrestling shout out to our favourite quiz.
Yes, she'll be closed if we don't hurry up. I need to answer my one question so I can go.
Which will be Alice, Who the Quiz is Alice on Facebook. We recommend you check that out. And if you're not, why are you being sad on her?
Yeah, why are you being sad on it?
Why are you being sad on her? And if you are being sad on her, get in the bin.
Yeah, don't be a bag of dicks.
Exactly. Join in, have fun. It's character building. But anyway, let's just get on to. Have we got any topics for next week? Anyone call it?
I think we're just on the road to WrestleMania, really, aren't we?
Pretty much.
Because that's going to be one busy ass week.
Oh yeah. And I've now just suddenly got multiple topics in my head. Now that you mention it, unfortunately, we'll have to save it for next week.
Not unfortunately, we are saving it till next week.
No, I'm saying we can't do it now. That's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, we can't do it now. We're saving it for next week. Yes. Because we can speak about a certain ladder match in NXT, a certain feud with NXT, the whole thing was stand and deliver. But we'll save that for next week. Anyway, all I'm just going to state out is we recommend you jump on. We've got many things to plug, but if you want to check out what we usually plug, just check out our links page on the website. Everything's on there that we usually do plug. Would you agree with that?
Yes, we plug it like a butt plug. Pretty
much. And with wrestling, for those who don't take it serious, enough, please do. If someone can get hurt, and for the ones that are taking it too serious, for God's sake, it's grown men in tights play fighting. What?
Wow.
What?
And you moan at me for breaking kayfabe?
Anyway, moving on, shall we? We, of course, always recommend you check out your local wrestling promotions on their social media and everything. And in case if there's any promotions that, you won't know your local ones and you don't know where to check or anything, there's an app for it, Babyface Wrestling app. We, of course, also recommend you to check out the Burning Truth website, which is www.theburningtruth.uk.com.
It's not got in it.
What?
It's not got in it. You know.
Why is it like when you said I just thought you know. Anyway, I'll say it again. It is www.theburningtruthuk.com. And just to point this out, is with the whole links that we have on the links page, we cannot be held responsible for the external web links or anything. We do not have control over their content, so please don't shout at us.
No,
Agreed?
no.
Do you agree?
I agree.
But to point this out as well, links do actually get updated regularly from time to time as well. On a regular basis.
Just like fairly recently.
Yes. But anyway, we are, of course, on social media, be it either Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And you can potentially listen to past episodes of The Burning Truth on the website. You know, you can listen to past episodes and also interviews, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, a magnitude of other content. Would you agree?
No, I disagree.
Funny. As we've also got the blog on there, we've also got past reviews, we've also got, we've even got a special page that would, you know, that we would greatly appreciate if you were on it and you used, because it would massively support us.
And what would that be? That would be under purchases, do I believe? Or would it be merch?
It'd be under merchandise. Under merchandise. And as my colleague usually quotes, buy our merch.
Buy our merch. Buy it now.
Yes. And, just to point this out, there is due to be more merchandise on there soon. As to what it will be, we'll have to wait and see.
Yes.
But of course, if you want to listen to any of our past episodes, you can listen to it on the website, Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Amazon Music. You for now, I'll be doing that one last, which is now Google Podcasts, and many other sources. Agreed?
Google.
One week I'll be alright, one week I'll be Grambling. It works either way. But anyway, that's a wrap up for the plugs and, wrestling news. And of course, we're going to go on to one of our major topics that we know that, one of our major sections of the Burning Truth that we always find massively serious, which is none other than mental health.
Yes.
What was that?
Yes.
Who are you trying to impersonate?
Yes.
Is that your Paul Bear impersonation?
No, God. Nobody could beat you at that.
Oh, yes! I don't know how I'm able to do that. Shut up.
No, neither do I, and I don't know how you manage to look like him when you're dressed in a tuxedo either.
That was one time! Anyway.
Once is enough. Just remember that. Just once is enough.
Anyway. As much as we all laugh and joke and, make fun of each other, the thing is, we've always been there for each other and we know how serious mental health is. And of course, we've always said that it is okay to be not okay. Asking for help has never been a weakness, and in doing so, you can end up finding out that there's more care for you than you could ever know.
Agreed.
We, of course, also, to quote Tom Cannell from Cultaholic, never compare your behind the scenes to other people's greatest hits.
Otherwise, it will just
it
Knacker
can put a bit of a damper on your mood in a day, week,
Mm-hmm.
month, year. We, of course, also highly recommend that, from time to time, that you do make yourself a priority once in a while. It's not selfish. It is, of course, necessary. And if someone turns around and says, "Oh, you're selfish," you're not. You're taking care of yourself mentally, and it's, a lot of people mistake the fact that mental health. A lot of people say that mental health isn't as, shouldn't be as focused as physical health. Yes, it should be, because at times, this is how serious it can be. Mental health can be, if your mental health is bad, it can actually lead to making your body think it does have physical health issues. So it is just as important. Agreed?
Yes.
Of course, we also recommend everyone to, in regards to this, which is, of course, we always state to everybody, if there is anything that you could be right now in this world, we highly recommend that you all please be more kind. Would you agree?
Of course. Of course I agree.
And are you ready for this?
Yes, we are.
What is the number one rule of Progress on the Burning Truth?
Don't be a dick.
Yeah. Don't be a dick. If you are, just get in the bin.
Don't be a bag of dicks either.
Pretty much.
Otherwise, you're being sad from everyone.
Pretty much. And there's the door. And don't let the door hit on the way out.
No, I'm pretty much sure the phrase is make sure the door hits you in the ass on the way out.
Thank you. No, that was a genuine thank you. I agree with that. Thank you very much. I agree with that, yeah. I said the saying wrong. Thank you for correcting me.
Yay! I got to correct him for once.
But, right now, I hope you all are being well, and of course, we also recommend you all to be excellent to each other.
Bill and Ted.
Of course. Party on. But all I'll say is, that's a wrap up for this week. We recommend you to, stay well, stay safe. Reach out to somebody you haven't spoken to in a long while. We of course always recommend you check out your local wrestling promotions, but we do recommend you reach out to somebody you haven't spoken to in a long while, be it either a phone call, a message, an online message through social media, email, hell, even writing a letter.
Telegram,
fax, whatever form of transport.
Transport?
Oh. Delivery system. Better?
That's better.
Whatever delivery system you plan to use, I'm pretty sure you'll be making someone's day. And on that note, I've been Matt Burns.
I've been Peanut.
Happy Elmo.
Come on.
Peanut.
Would you please?
I'm James Irvine.
He's James Irvine. You've been listening to The Burning Truth. It has been emotional. Until next week, catch you laters.
Bye-bye now.